Hello, my name's Chris Evans. I'm the Head of Business Intelligence at AMT, and I'm joined today by Andreas Ericson, CEO at Net Insight. Welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here.
So Net Insight is introducing the open media platform. Can you tell me more about what it is?
The open media platform is our response to the current situation in the media industry. The pressure of the cost side, but also then the opportunity to work in a hybrid environment. So it's really consists of a couple of different sort of domains. One is the Nimbra Live Intelligence, which is around the governance and control layer, and the other part is what we call the Nimbra Live, which is around the execution layer. So those are the components of the open media platform.
And can you tell me, why does the industry need a solution like this right now?
So when you think about the live production domain and how that's evolved over the last few years, it's now quite a complex environment. It's a lot of hybrid in the different things. You will have fiber solutions, you combine that with satellite and internet and cloud delivery models. You'll have on-prem combined with cloud-based setups. You will also do remote production, and you will also continue to do some production on the venue. So it's really quite a complex situation when you do a live production these days. And you've got to stay in control and manage the control of that and get an outcome you need. So I think that's sort of the one part where we see this is a really important to look at holistically how you manage this end to end from a service perspective. The other thing that we see in the industry is the cost pressure. So what we're trying to address with this is the total cost of ownership challenge that the industry has, and we think that this is one part of the answer.
And what's the role that Nimbra Live Intelligence plays in this?
So the key role of Nimbra Live Intelligence is really this sort of governance and control layer to be able to manage across this increased complexity. You cannot look at things in isolation. You cannot look at transportation only and in individual components. You need to look at this in entirety as a complete system and end to end. So that's really the core part of it. So what we're doing with the Nimbra Live Intelligence is this control and governance layer and getting the deterministic approach and looking at it as an end-to-end service from a workflow perspective. That's the approach we have taken.
And what about your approach at Net Insight differentiates you from competitors in the market?
I mean, it's a couple of things. I think one thing, we combine the deterministic media execution layer with operational intelligence. I think that's part of it. And we don't look at things as individual components, but rather make sure that you take a holistic view, combining this execution with the operations insights and thinking. I think that's one part that we are different. I think in our DNA, we always taken a very operational centric approach to what we do. And I think that's been key for our competitiveness, over the last years. I think the other thing we do is we really think about how do we impact total cost of ownership? How do we look at the buying, the building, and the operations part of the cost stack for running these now more complex services? So that's what we try to be really strong at compared to our competitors.
And what do you see as the real main value that you're delivering to the customers right now?
I mean, when you think about this increased complexity that I've described, this hybrid environment, this very complex situation you have, and you combine that with the total cost of ownership, that's really what we want to allow the customers to evolve into this hybrid and complex environment with confidence, feeling that they do it without losing control. They remain in control, and they can do it within the cost envelope and at the lowest total cost of ownership. That's really the core value we bring to the customers.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Andreas, for sharing that with us today.